As you could see, it is just lying on top of the injector socket, so it will be for the injector, right? And this one, as you see, this is long, and this is, the bend of the cable and everything is matching the socket. So done. Hi everybody, a very good afternoon to all. So I'm back with my setup, and today, as promised earlier, I would be demonstrating the process of removing and then cleaning the throttle body of the CBR 250R. So yes, let's get on with it. So first things first, as you could see, the bike is already stripped down and the body parts have been sent for the paint job to the painter. In order to reach to the throttle body, we need to remove the air filter box first, and we also need to disconnect a few electrical lines and hose pipes. So first in the section is this pipe. This one is going from the throttle body, well, not exactly the throttle body, this is a unit over here. Maybe this is the O2 sensor. So this hose pipe is going from this particular sensor to the head of the engine. So we need to remove that first. So let me just, there is a pin over here, so once you remove the pin, you can just pull it out, just like that. And then we also need to remove a few other pipes as well. And then the accelerator cable, I had made it loose beforehand, so let's just put it away. The accelerator cable is out. Let's just keep it away for the while. This is the fuel line, so let's just put that away also. And then we need to unplug this. In every plug there is a clip behind it, so we just need to press the clip. As you could see, press the clip and pull it out. Now see guys, these plugs are identical to each connector, so you cannot make the mistake of inserting a certain plug in some other place, in some other connector. So you have to remember that. If you're doing it by yourself, then you have to remember that. Now, if you could see, we need to remove the breather cable, the breather pipe, the engine breather pipe from here. And also there's a red pipe running which goes inside the air filter. We need to remove that as well, but it would be easy to do when the air filter box is out, so we'll do that accordingly. There's also a small pipe over here, so let's just pull it out. Yes, and there is also another plug over here. Let's pull that out as well. Yep. So more or less I have unplugged and pulled out every hose and plugs from whatever it was over here, and now it's time to unscrew the throttle body and take it out. So yes, I need the proper tools for that. We have these 4 bolts securing the air filter box over here, so we need to undo them. They are 10 number bolts. Yep. So let's just so the air filter box is loose now, and now we need to, if you could see this forehead, this Phillips head over here, it is securing the air filter box to the throttle body, so we need to unscrew that. It's a belt clip, so yes, I have made it loose enough, and there are 2 if you could see, there are 2 Phillips heads over here as well, but I would use a 8 number socket wrench to remove these. So that is also loose. Now we need to lift the air filter box and slowly wriggle it out from its place. So yes. Yes, And as I said, this red pipe over here, you have to be careful that the red pipe will be obstructing the removal of the filter box. So in midway of the process, you need to remove the hose by first removing the clip and then pulling it right out. So once this one is out, the air filter box should come out easy, just like that. Now the air filter box is completely out. And now, the throttle body is fairly clean, guys. That's a good news. Any which ways, it's always better to inspect and so now what we need to do is we need to remove this clip and then the wiring harness will be completely out. There was a clip, this clip, you see, this was inserted over here. So once I remove it, now the throttle body, yes, there's another plug underneath over here, as you could see, this one. So we need to remove that as well. Yes, so that one is also removed, and now we could simply pull out the throttle body. Just give it a little bit of wriggle and it will come out completely in your hand. This side is a bit dirty, as you could see. It's a bit dirty this side, so a bit of cleaning would be helpful. So yes guys, the next part of the job is to clean everything up, especially the throttle body, and then I will be putting it back. So as you could see guys, this throttle body is pretty dirty. I mean, this side, the engine side, is somewhat dirty, not very dirty, but dirty enough to have it cleaned. First the clamp came out, yes, so now the rubber is out. So now what we need to do is we will start the cleaning process. Okay, so I have the 3M choke and carb cleaner. For the job, so let's just open it up and set it up. Now that's the butterfly guys, as the thing which you see moving when I turn the throttle valve. So what we would be doing is we need to clean the inside thoroughly, and I would be using a toothbrush to do it. I won't be removing the injector from the throttle body, as that is not required. I was not facing any kind of issue. It is just general maintenance sake I am doing this particular job, so that is not required. So yes, as you could see, let me just show you. It's pretty clean now. The inside. Well, that completes the cleaning of the throttle valve and everything inside. So now let's just clean the external portion of the throttle body. You don't have to clean it extensively, as this is a part which gets dirty very soon. So just the dirt and debris which sticks, which you could see from outside, just spray from above and give it a good clean. Never use anything other than choke and carb clean to clean your throttle body or carburetor. Always use this, because this thing evaporates very soon after it kills the dirt. And we need to wipe it off. We need to wipe the dirt and everything. So yes guys, the throttle body is now absolutely clean, both from inside as well as from outside. So it's ready to be put back. Now let's clean this particular thing, the rubber adapter. Let me just put the adapter back to its place. Now see over here guys, the one which has a longer depth is going to go to the engine side. Okay, and there's a notch over here and one over here, so it would sit on that. Okay, just like that. And then this clamp, as you could see, there's a hole made over here and there is another notch over here, so it'll sit on top of it. Just like that. Okay, so this one is pretty much done and ready to be put back. Clean the filter box with a cloth a bit. You do not need to give an extensive cleaning to the filter box. That's not required at all. And do not use water or any kind of solvent. Be very careful with the bushes, guys. So yes, guys, as I was saying, do not use any kind of solvent or any kind of detergent or water to clean the air filter box. There's a reason, because if by mistake water enters the filter box, then it could be a problem. So please avoid that. You could just clean it with a cloth, the dust and maybe some sort of grime or something. Just wipe it down with a cloth and that's enough for it. There is no extensive cleaning required over here. I have done a bit of rubbing over here, a bit of cleaning. These places, they generally stay inside, and dust and everything, they go and settle down over there. So it's always a good practice to give it a good clean when you open these things up. Now guys, it is time to put things back. Okay, so first I would be putting back the throttle body. After making the final inspection, but it is absolutely spanking clean. I'll show you one thing, guys. If you could see this thing, this is the butterfly. Sorry, this is the valve which closes and opens when when we throttle. So a lot of carbon deposits over here. So this place needs to be absolutely clean. When we say cleaning the throttle body, then this is the main part of it which needs to be cleaned. The carbon deposits needs to be absolutely cleaned out from both ends. Okay, so yes, that is done. It's absolutely clean now. So now I will be putting this back to its position. So there is as you could see, there is a notch over here, a gap over here, right? And there is a notch underneath over here. This one. Okay, so this one will go and sit there. Right, it's already seated. Do not tighten anything till the end, guys. That's the thumb rule when you work with these things. You should keep them free until both the ends are completely seated. So yes, that is done. I would put back this plug. Okay, and now I would put back this particular notch which I took it out. Okay, so all these wires, they are back in its position. They are just waiting to be put back to their places, to their sockets. So yes, just making sure that I free up the space enough so I could easily accommodate the air filter box. You need to just be a bit careful and take your time, take your full time doing this particular task, but midway I need to again plug in the red hose. Where are you? Yes. With the help of a nose plier, because these pins are very risky. If you try to do it with your hand, sometimes they collapse in the midway and hurt your fingers. So better you do it with a nose plier, and then we just need to wriggle it a bit, and then once it is properly aligned, let me just loosen out the clamp bolt a bit more to give it a bit more leverage. Now it should go in easy. Yes, it did go completely inside. Right guys, so now it's completely in place. Just need to check the front one also, whether that came out from its position. No, it's absolutely fine. Everything is just snug. So now the next thing that we need to do is we need to plug things in. So the first one going is this big hose over here. Back in its place. Now I will tell you all a way by which you will not mess up with the plugs. I'll tell you all. Wait. The next thing is this particular hose over here. That is also done. Now the engine breather pipe. The breather pipe is properly seated now. There's another small pipe over here which needs to be connected to the charcoal container. So now we would go ahead and tighten things up. Before that, we would need to bolt in the 4 10mm bolts We do not need to tighten them, we just need to bolt them in so that it doesn't move from its place. And the last one. Just have them seated. Just have them seated. Don't tighten them as of now. Now we first need to tighten the Phillips head screw clamp, which is there on the air filter side. Okay. Be very careful. You could hold it from underneath with your finger so that it doesn't move out from its place. And then tighten it. And you could tighten it completely. Final tight. Good enough. And now we need to tighten the bolts which are in front. That is the 8 number socket. There are two 8 number sockets in the clamp, guys, both in the same clamp, just for a bit more secure, tight. So yes, you could do the final tight in over here now. Good enough. Fine. So everything else has been settled down. We just need to plug in the sockets. So as I was saying, these sockets, you would find them if you do everything right. I mean, if you place everything back in its right position, then you would find the cables coming to its original place, giving you a hint that where you took it off from. And one more thing, the shape of these plugs are identical, are uniform. Okay, not identical, sorry. The shape of these plugs are, very unique. Each one of them are unique. So this one, you need to just, match the shape of the plug and the socket and then insert it, just like that. I remember this one because there's a tape over here and it came from the factory as stock with this tape, so there must be some reason why they had put the tape over there. So the next things are, as you could see, this particular plug is lying just above a socket, so this one will be over here. Done. And the next one, like this one, is, as you could see, it is just lying on top of the injector socket, so it will be for the injector, right? And this one, as you see, this is long, and this is the bend of the cable and everything is matching the socket, so done. So that's it. I'm done with all the plugging in of the sockets and plugging in of the hoses, which I took off. And now I can go ahead and tighten the air filter box bolts. Well, this also you do not need to tighten it that hard, just that it doesn't move from its place. That's it. You do not have to be very you do not have to tighten them very hard. Just a final inspection whether everything is back in its place or not, whether I missed out anything. Yes guys, everything seems to be absolutely bang on, no problem whatsoever. I won't be able to test it now since the rest of the body work and the fuel tank is not here, so we will have it tested once everything is back and I put back things to its original place. Yes, I need to hook the accelerator cable. So that is also done guys. The accelerator cable is also now on. It has been hooked back to its position, and just doing the final checking of whether I had put back everything to its original place. So that's it guys. Everything is absolutely superb, no problem whatsoever. There we are, done with the throttle body cleaning and putting things back. Well, thank you so much for tuning back, and thank you so much for subscribing to my channel guys. Stay tuned for more videos, as I would be doing a couple of more works related to this particular project, and once the body work and everything comes back, I'm going to put everything back, and just keeping my fingers crossed that it'll look good. Let's see, we all will see. So yes, take care everyone, and have an awesome day ahead. Thank you. Bye bye.